But of course, Professor Davis, if I'm not mistaken, Professor Davis, you had a chance to tour and work with Miss Mary Lou. So we want to hear straight from the man.
I never really toured with her.
It's on. It's on.
I worked with her in New York City. She asked me to tour with her, but I didn't want to tour. And we had a glorious time working together in a club in New York City in Manhattan called the Hickory House. Anybody from New York? 52nd Street between 6th and 7th Avenue was a steakhouse called the Hickory House. You could go by there in daytime and see all the steaks hanging in the window. And you want to pick out a certain steak, that was the opportunity. So the Hickory House is a place I worked in quite a bit. I only lived around the corner from there in a place called the Alvin Hotel on 52nd Street. And of course, Mary Lou Williams gave me a call, made me feel good, because I knew about her history long before I even started playing the bass. I saw her as a kid. She's 100 years old now. She's 20 years older than me. And I saw her as a kid in the local theater, which is only about 4 blocks from my house. I was raised in a neighborhood where all that was going on. Be amazed at, hey, Michelle, there's Caroline over there. So it was a great place to be. At that time, the Regal Theater was there, and you could go and see Mary Lou Williams with Andy Kirk's band and many other people with different bands. She worked with a band called Andy Kirk and his Clouds of Joy. And I saw this beautiful woman playing the piano. She was featured with the band and also the arranger for the band. So she called me to, how long am I supposed to talk?
You can talk as long as you need to. We did want to open it up if there are any questions from the audience, but we also wanted to hear from you.
Q&A time here?
Yeah, Q&A, but also we wanted to hear from you as well.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me started. So I did a great thing with her. When I say great, the music was just flowing. And she said, Richard, you got to go on the road with me. I said, no, because I wasn't interested in traveling at that time. And she said, you Aries people do not stick with anybody. I'm an Aries, and some of her great friends were Aries. She's really into the zodiac, you know. She's all about the signs and astrology and this and that. So all of us would sit around and just listen to her talk. And that was a great time for me to have played with Mary Lou Williams. I think she lived up what they call Sugar Hill. And then you from New York, you know where Sugar Hill is? In a black neighborhood. And I guess right now, maybe I'll just wait and see if there's anything I can answer for you in particular. I'm on the road quite a bit. And when I worked with her, I decided not to travel anymore because I want to stay in one place. I had a wife, young kid, and I had worked on the road for 5 straight years with Sarah Vaughan. And so I said, well, now it's time for me to come to New York. I have regretted not working with true musicians that I wanted to work with. And Willie said he wanted me to mention some of these names. Let me tell you who I regretted not working with? Okay. That got me all tuned up. I went to every performance where John Coltrane was working. And being in New York, and he was working in New York. And, it was pay night, and I'm walking up to the office, getting ready to collect my little pay. And see, those guys always talk, they talk like that. And I think it's because they have gotten shot in the esophagus, in the throat, mouth, everywhere. You know, it gets shot. And so then I was standing up there, and this guy sitting behind the desk. And I'm waiting for my money. He said, come back tomorrow. And I always got the neck on this side. So those bullets. You see Sopranos, the guys always, they don't say nothing, they just, and I'm standing up there waiting to get my money. It was in Brooklyn. The Mafia had a whole lot of places in Brooklyn. I'm trying to get I worked for the Mafia in Chicago, Lago, Fargo, all these places. And I remember in Chicago.
What's up?
In Chicago, I was working for a guy named Andrew Hill.